Welcome to Jesús Manuel Mena Garza Photography, video and audio. In this edition, I just want to talk about a certain use case scenario for a certain camera, and I find it lacking, tremendously lacking. I have an associate who has more money than brains, and he's been traveling around the world and bought the top of the line camera. I mean, the absolute top of the line camera with top of the line lenses, and does all kinds of great stuff. He spent probably over $10,000 on this camera and several lenses. A very expensive setup. The main benefits of this camera setup, in my opinion, is that it's very sharp, very high quality images. You can do great landscapes, and with the lenses he has, do some absolutely fabulous wildlife photography and nature photography. And of course, absolutely fabulous portraiture. Where he has gone wrong, because again, I feel he has more money than brains, and I'm not going to name this person, but he overtly processes the image. Again, you have a sharp image. Yeah, a super sharp image. A great landscape, a great shot of an animal, a great portrait of a person in the Serengeti, a farmer, a villager, or a mountainscape. Okay, very nice, nice and sharp. That camera is fantastic. Large sensor, great lens, and if you have the skills, you can take a great exposure and capture some fantastic photographs and video. But in this person's case, for whatever reason, maybe he's been not properly educated, processes it. He adds a little blur, adds a little HDR, he adds a little grain, changes the color a little bit, makes it look, unusual in my opinion. And the camera, for its value, diminishes, because he could have shot the same photograph with my camera, a Lumix G85 with kit lens, currently sells for around $700. He could do that with this camera right here. He can do all that crap with this camera right here and do all the those steps that he's added. He adds all kinds of Photoshop filters, softens the image, adds some HDR, does some crazy grainy things, and out comes an image that looks like a piece of shit, in my humble opinion. And of course, I get these in the email and say, wow, what do you think of these images? And I go, what would Ansel Adams think? What would Richard Avedon think? What would Hiroshi Sugimoto think? They would go, you're missing the point. You're missing the point. If you're going to go somewhere fantastic, spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on equipment, thousands upon thousands of dollars on travel, hotel, and getting to these fabulous locations, let's capture the photo in its exquisite glory, sharp in its natural colors, and that should be fine for an exhibit, for a show, to sell, etc., etc. You don't want to degrade that image, because you can. When I shoot with my Lumix G85, it shoots it with a 16 megapixel sensor, and it's I only can do so much with that 16 megapixel sensor, and I can do all that stuff with that sensor. I can do that, But why spend $7,000 on a camera? Another $15,000 on all these fantastic lenses, and diminish the quality. Again, I would like Richard Avedon, Ansel Adams, Hiroshi Sugimoto to look at these photographs and go, no, this is not what you're supposed to do with this fabulous camera. So a word to the wise, if you're going to be doing all that crazy stuff, add filters, maybe soften the image, do glamour effects, just buy something less expensive, under $1,000. Don't spend $15,000, $20,000 on photographic equipment. Just buy something under $1,000 and call it good. I remember I used to lend my Hasselblad back in the 80s and 90s to fellow photographers who would do glamour shots with them, do some, portfolio work with them. And they would come back to me and go, man, this stuff's too sharp. This stuff's too, fantastic. I have to do all kinds of, now I have to, in those days, they'd make a print and then have somebody airbrush it, make it softer, and fix all the contours and all the scratches they see on the person's arms, face, and stuff like that. But now we have Photoshop to do all that. So you buy certain equipment. Back in the day, it was a 4x5, an 8x10, a Hasselblad, a camera, that ilk. And you take excellent, sharp photographs. If you wanted something less, you just bought, a 35 millimeter camera and do your, glamour shots and your stuff like that, because, you don't want it too sharp. Just saying, okay. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. I'd recommend buying a camera that meets your needs. If you're going to do some fantastic outdoor photography, bird photography, and you're going to keep it nice and crystal clear, and you're going to share them, you're going to sell them, you're going to exhibit them, you're going to print them, you're going to give them as Christmas gifts. Everybody appreciates that. Get a fantastic camera. But if you're going to do all kinds of filters and all kinds of crazy machinations and degrade the photograph, just buy something under $1,000. Just saying. This is Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Hope you're doing fantastic wherever you're at. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. This is a rather modest channel. I would greatly, greatly appreciate that. And please leave your kind and friendly comments below and tell me about your experiences with cameras, other photographers, and your suggestions for cameras. What you use. Tell me what you use and your usage scenario. Okay. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/JMMGARZA. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesús Manuel Mena Garza. Don't forget to ring the bell for future notificaciones. Gracias. Adios. Bye-bye.